Hello everyone, happy Saturday. It does look like we are live, and I do know that you probably cannot see the game right now. I'm on the legendary edition load screen. Just a second. We're back. My husband put on his computer without me knowing, and it still had volume and stuff on there, so thank you for that. I tell him to double check stuff every single time. Doesn't always happen, but that's because he was dealing with Presley. Presley's a little bit cranky this morning, didn't want to go to the grocery store with him, but they have to go. But like I was saying, we're on the load screen for the Legendary Edition. And this load screen, I was able to get it to pop up the first time we did Mass Effect when I first started it, but it's on a whole different wavelength or game capture or whatever it is from the actual game. And so that was part of the reason my game wasn't working the first time I did it. I actually had to restart the game and do it better for streaming purposes. And it's just because it's on I guess separate game software stuff, but I did not want to somehow get into Mass Effect 2 and miss stuff for you guys, because I'm not entirely too sure how quickly things jump into it once we start Mass Effect 2, and today we are starting Mass Effect 2 because we did finish Mass Effect 1 last weekend. I'm very, very excited that we're going to be doing this because I do think this is probably one of my favorite games in the whole trilogy. 2 and 3 are very up there for me, but 2 is the one that started the really character and companion and team based. We have so many companion quests and companion missions that I fell in love with the storytelling but also the characters, and so I'm very, very excited to start it today. So I think I should probably stop rambling on with this so we can get into it. But yeah, we're gonna start Mass Effect 2. Like I said, I'm on the load screen for the Legendary Edition, so it's probably gonna take a little bit of time to pop up the actual game screen. But okay, there we go. I thought I had clicked it and it didn't go. I guess I didn't click it appropriately. But yeah, very, very excited. I'm currently just on a black screen waiting for it to load. This part is usually the part I do off screen before I come to you guys, but then having to click out of this loading stuff and start the stream and come back, I usually miss the home screen stuff of the actual game, and it treats it as because it has a click any button sort of thing, and it treats it as we're going into the game when I try to alt tab. So I did not want to miss anything, so we're currently just letting it load here so that you guys can see everything from the beginning of the game. It looks like it's loading. Yep, here we go. As I see it, you guys should see it as well. Yay, Mass Effect 2. Oh, so that's our mass gate thing. Okay. Here we go. So this screen. Usually I get to this screen when I start streaming, and then it says press any key, and I have to go to Alt-Tab to get to the actual, let's go live sort of stuff. And yeah, then it goes into the game. So this is our start screen, and we're gonna press any key. Oh, I remember this launcher. Okay, there was no launcher like this, I don't think, in Mass Effect 1, which is why whenever I would get to that screen, I would Alt-Tab and it would just start. So this is good though, because this means I didn't necessarily have to wait for you guys, but I'm glad I did. We are gonna start a new game, import Mass Effect 1 character. So Jenna Shepard, level 55. I guess this is the last time I saved, or maybe I actually don't know about that, but I saved everything, including stuff during Ilos, so it should be pretty much end game type of stuff. So yay. Oh, combat difficulty. Casual. 100% casual. I am definitely not a person that plays to have a hard time doing it. I don't mean like a hard time. I'm not here for the challenge necessarily. Some games that have more like puzzles and stuff, sure. Besides that though, no. I do want subtitles on. Squad power usage, yes, they can use their stuff. Yes, I do want it to auto save whenever it wants to do that. So, good. Ooh, okay, this is us checking everything. So name, Jenna, rank 55, Vanguard, Commander Shepard followed the Paragon path. Yeah, for the most part. I do have some stuff where I don't necessarily, like, strictly Paragon. Like, I do think a lot of the times, and I talked about this a lot when we played Mass Effect 1, she is a good person, and she wants to do really good things, but depending on other people and stuff like that, she's not opposed to some of, like, the more ruthless ways of getting stuff done. It really just depends on, like, what's going on. Status of Rex, he did survive. This is one that I never really even knew he couldn't survive when I was, like, first playing this game, but, like, if you didn't do certain things, he would die. So, yeah. Missing in action, Ashley was killed. Council history, we did save the council, and then we gave the seat to Udina. Continue. Okay, now here we go. The look of that sun.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
His eyes are always... Oh. 1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, the galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earned humanity membership in their prestigious group. Now the Council is forced to respond to the evidence that the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicate all organic civilization every 50,000 years, have returned. To quell the rumors... Yeah, I knew that was not... I tried, but that's a lot to read without... Like, it should have been a click screen, but, like, I understand what they were going for.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
This is one of the best openings, like, ever in a game that I've seen. It's so good.
beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
Caden, why are you wearing pink and white? I know I did not assign that last time, but okay. They'll be here.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
No time to argue.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Commander!
Caden, go! Now.
Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go! Go! Go!
It's so just action-packed. I love this opening. And then you have stuff like that. Go to the cockpit.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy! Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Look at this. Absolutely crazy and stunning at the same time. I love the opening of this game. Just floating seats. Because you're technically like outside of like these barrier things.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
Don't throw your leg.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm.
And then the music. Like, but whoever would have saw this coming as like, this is a sequel game. Here's how you start. Like, really? Iconic. So good. Mass Effect 2. I'm sorry. Okay. Mass Effect Genesis is an interactive comic that summarizes the events of Mass Effect 1. Would you like to review the story so far? I'm going to do it because I actually really like Mass Effect Genesis. We just, finished Mass Effect 1, so we wouldn't necessarily need to do it. But yeah, we're going to do it. An interactive backstory comic.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make. The paths you choose. That turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me.
And
We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Alenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. Hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council.
So angry.
They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
I love this.
Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the
Basically,
beacon
all
had given
Asari
me.
are beautiful and
Nothing
intelligent.
concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected.
It's so
but not at
weird,
all
because we
unpleasant.
definitely did not romance her. It
Caden
just
was
sounds a
concerned
little...
about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I decided discretion was the better part of valor, and kept my focus on our goal, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer. But we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground.
I just love how they
Saren was
add the
breeding an
music from,
army
like,
of Krogan.
those pieces.
He'd found a cure
in the
for the
first game.
genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed, violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them.
Yes, he was.
He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but it wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose. And I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts. Leaving Ashley behind had hardened my resolve, but revealed a weakness in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren, Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged.
That,
It
just
caught
like
the
that
Council
leap
fleets by
of
surprise,
Garrus's.
and they were only now
Yeah.
regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician, ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier, tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. I didn't much like Udina, but sometimes you need a pit bull on your side. Someone willing to be the bad guy, for the sake of the greater good.
I mean,
The
he's
war
willing
was
to do
over.
it.
The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
One thing I absolutely love about this comic thing is you don't have to play Mass Effect 1 in order to play Mass Effect 2. And if you don't import a character save into that, then you actually get to pick options at different
Commander
parts.
Shepard has been recovered.
I love this
The
part too,
Lazarus
though.
Project will proceed as planned.
Lazarus Project. Like, look at that. Oh. And by look at that, I mean, like, the broken bones. Like, that's crazy. The music's great, too. I don't know why, but this reminds me of, like, a superhero movie. Just, like, some of the stuff that they're doing. I seriously love this so much. I had seen some people complain that even in this Legendary Edition, the character faces weren't importing as nicely from 1 to 2 as they would have liked, but from what I can tell, she looks pretty much exactly like I had her before. The red color of her hair might be slightly different, but you know what? We're gonna accept it. I don't think I need to tweak her at all. I like this. Okay, yeah, yes, you guys did good. Let's do this. Oh, you can change your classes and stuff, obviously. I'm gonna stick with Vanguard. I really do. Ooh, L5 implant. I know we talked about in Mass Effect 1, Caden has an L2, which causes him migraines, causes other people with L2s extra problems, potentially. And I think we had an L3, so we're on L5 now. Power training, biotic charge, pull, and shockwave. I think biotic charge and shockwave are different. We have some other stuff. We can do shotgun, heavy pistol, and submachine gun. I want to say the submachine gun was one of my favorite ones to use the last time we did this, but I'm super excited for it. And then they have ammo training in here now, incendiary and cryo. But yeah, Vanguard's my favorite. It's combat and biotics, and I feel like it just has a good combination of the stuff that like I would want to do, since like biotics, even though this is like a sci-fi, biotics is close to like what I guess like magic would be in like a fantasy type game. So yeah, Vanguard. And so yeah, Jenna Shepard, Spacer, Soul Survivor, Vanguard. We picked the Spacer and Soul Survivor stuff before, and since we imported it, obviously her background's not going to change, but you could change the class. So we're going to click accept. Yes, confirm.
Something's wrong. She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
I love how distorted the stuff sounds too, like when everything's going on.
Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
Well, yep, it definitely looks like
There's a
under
pistol in the
attack.
locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Okay, and this is gonna act like our
Grab the
tutorial.
pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
Okay. Ooh, okay, so now we actually have a button to exit cover, which is great, because last time we didn't.
Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Okay, and it looked like I used spacebar to get in cover. I think. Okay, I just walked over and picked it up. R to reload.
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off.
Spacebar to enter cover. Okay, okay, we can hold W and spacebar to vault over.
Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Okay. Ooh, F to exit. Okay, got that. Oh, dead people. How do I know if there's stuff to pick up? I guess we're not quite with that yet. Oh, okay, okay. So there was another one, but I have enough. Good to know, good to know. Okay.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position.
Right. Okay, and like last game, we had thermal stuff where you could, I can't think very well when I'm actually in combat. All I can think of is kill them. Okay.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
Saving, okay. We had like a thermal thing where if you shot too much at once, it would overheat. Now we do actually have clips that you have to pick up and do that instead. Okay, apparently I have enough. I don't know how many you can carry at once or if you need to get more. Ooh, wow, look at that.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Oh, you're getting distracted by people? Is that what we're doing? Because, like...
More reinforcements heading your way. Grab the grenade launcher off the security officer's body.
Okay.
Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
Left shift to select. Move your mouse over the weapon bar and then the grenade launcher. I did. Okay. Hold right mouse button to zoom.
We've been spotted.
Take the elevator
Did I do it? Okay. I think I did. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this is the elevator. Oh, it just automatic. Okay.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run!
I do like.
Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
What I was gonna say, I do like that we actually have a tutorial this time. The first game didn't tell you what everything was for. So you didn't actually know like what buttons did what. Okay, Cerberus laptop.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Biosynthetic fusion. I do know that we have, in general, I'm assuming, some sort of upgrades. Ooh, wall safe? Okay, we just got it. I also want to say, I think for certain things that we can open, we have mini puzzles again, potentially like Mass Effect 1, like different.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far.
Wow.
But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money.
They just care that it's Shepard.
It's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
So you're jealous that they spent that much money on resurrecting me, basically. Hello? That was overkill, don't you think? Public computer.
I can't figure Miranda out.
Sirens annoying me.
She should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Wow. Yeah, I'm like, the sirens annoying me. Like, I understand. It's a siren. Oh, that was the computer again. It's a siren. It's telling us that there's, you know, stuff going on, but still.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
So who are you?
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
I'm shot.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Why are they attacking you guys?
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
Okay, I do think, like, I do like to ask questions personally. But he said he would answer stuff when we get to the ship, and I do think she's probably like, yeah, people are shooting things. Let's, you know...
It's your station, Jacob.
Let's just go. I'll ask questions
First
later.
step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Left shift to access this. Left mouse button. I'm gonna map that. So I only have pull. Oh, no. Oh, and he has... Okay, so I could, I guess, map his, but I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna do...
Can't get a lock! Can't...
Interesting. Okay. I don't mind using guns.
Can't get a lock!
I don't know.
Just give the order and I'll hit him with a
because they're all the way
biotic
over
power.
there. Oh, it's a pull, so I'm sure it's to pull us. Let's have him do his thing now, I guess. I think that was his thing.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
I mean, they're not shooting me. Let's get out of here. We can ask
way to those shuttles.
questions later.
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I do think she'd be curious about people, though. Like, who's that?
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Ooh, data pad.
Log update. The Lazarus Project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Wilson, you seem a little bitter. Okay. Ooh. I think there's... Yeah, no doors are open except for down here. Okay, I have enough clips, I guess.
Online. All forces have engaged. Proximity warning.
Definitely shot him in the butt.
I'm doing the best I can.
Okay. I love that it's so much easier to get out of cover. That was my one really big thing with Mass Effect 1, even though they said they fixed it a little bit. It wasn't.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control! Oh, God.
Okay.
I'm hit!
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
Oh, I remember you.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Lots of dead people in here. Oh, left shift. Oh, okay. Unity is... No. Unity is not Metagel, is it? I don't remember. But it does revive wounded fallen squad member. Okay.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I mean, I don't trust any of you yet. Also, I think I should say, just while we're here, they're Cerberus. We dealt with some Cerberus people in the first game. We know they're not, like, the best group, and I'm sure they have logos on their uniform. Like, we probably know not, like, at least to be wary of them.
You're all strangers to me.
Yeah.
Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
I mean, but she did try to help me.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
Overloaded canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Oh, you were right there. You're like, I'll overload them, but let me like be right next to them.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
Okay, so maybe she doesn't know the logo.
Time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I love how it's just like never heard of them, which I guess that could be like if you didn't play the first game. But like, yeah, that sounds familiar.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what.
I mean,
Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
I mean, Elusive Man.
Elusive Man.
Just the name is so funny to me.
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him.
Interesting.
Kind of stuck.
Fine, let's go.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Oh, look at all these things that I got. Codex. Okay, +4 Paragon, -1 Metagel, +3 Metagel. Okay, I think we're just going this way now. Oh, a data pad. I want a data pad. Oh, is that just because I got close? Okay. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna get like stuff to read or whatnot. Money is great though.
They've seen us. Subdue and suppress.
Subdue and suppress. Great. Ooh, I do want to see. Okay, yeah. I do remember liking that one a lot. Ooh, headshot. Okay, there is a room up here. There's also... Oops.
Excuse me.
Can't reach the target.
Okay, if they're too far away, I can't do that thing. Which I guess makes sense. Even if I have a biotic powers, I can only go so far, I guess. Data pad. Wall save. Okay, bypass the save. See, I knew there was going to be stuff. Okay, I do like these little like mini-game things. Highlight individual nodes to find matching symbols. When you've found 2 matching symbols, select them to complete the circuit. Complete all circuits before you run out of time to bypass security. Highlight individual nodes to find matching symbols. Oh, okay. I was like, why isn't it doing anything? I need to start. Okay, I do sort of remember this now. It's like those memory games that you play with little kids that, like, instead of cards, it's circuits. Alright. I do also remember, I think, those getting much harder at some point.
Recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Can you imagine if they tried this and, like, it wasn't actually me? I mean, they probably had other test subjects. Like, I'm not going to assume that I was the first one. but I just would think it's funny, like, they assume it's Commander Shepard. It's, like, not. Anything in here for me? The door? Just the door. Oh. Open. Oh, Miranda must be in there, I think.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the...
Yep.
Miranda,
Hi.
but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
And this is your idea of due
Even if
process?
you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Okay.
You say so. What's our next step?
We
I'm
get on the
never wrong,
shuttle
I
and
love
go.
that.
My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Yeah, I probably do want to ask questions, but I just love how the fact, like, she knew it was Jacob that mentioned Cerberus stuff. Location during the attack.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Other survivors?
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
But what if they did survive?
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Destination.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I mean, she's gonna go anyway. I think she does have some questions, so I don't think that's... Yeah. Lazarus
You're
Project.
the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
Why?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Okay.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
That's a pretty big station.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
2 years?
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted, and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
Hard choice.
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
That looks like a huge space station, probably? 2. Yay, okay. Journal update. Let's go
The
talk
elusive man is
to
waiting for you in the other room.
More Paragon. I haven't looked at anything yet because we were doing like that kind of stuff. Credits. So I still have quite a bit. I know that they, I think, took it down so that you do only start with 100,000 no matter what you had in the first game, unless you had less than that. And I had like, I was maxed out. 9999, whatever. We have Metagel, heavy weapon, and then I know in this game we have to get resources to do certain upgrades and that kind of stuff. So that's what this stuff here is. I'm assuming this is also just based on the level and stuff I got to from the first game. We have codex stuff. I talked about this the first time. I never go through codex stuff. I just like, I mean, it's great stuff, and you can always find this kind of stuff online as well. But it's never been my biggest priority. I like learning stuff as we go through the games. Journal, the only thing we have right now is going to see the elusive man. But we do have the squad, which is, I did want to take a look because we were full Paragon last time with the tiniest bit of Renegade. We are currently a level 4 because it did change the level stuff a little bit from game to game. This stuff is also different. Each one of these, the talent points, so like I, for example, have 6 points. They increase in price each one. So it's not 1 point, 1 point per little bar like the first game. This would cost 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points. So when you add all those up, you have a total of 10 points to get to the max. There's also less powers, and I don't know if that's going to increase as we go through the game or not. But yeah, so Paragon, much lower again. But I do have 6 points. Charge, I did, and that's always a really good one. Cryo, you have to have, I think it looks like at least rank 2. Shockwave, at least rank 2. Bull, at least rank 2 of the one before it. So I do like my biotic powers in general. Shockwave's pretty good. Assault Mastery. Your relentless fighting style increases your weapon damage, reduces power recharge time, and increases your Paragon and Renegade scores. I mean, that's always a good one. So we can do one of those. I guess we should do... Oh, I have to... There we go. Assault Mastery. Do one of those. No. There. It wasn't doing anything I thought it would do. And then I do want another... And I guess... Okay. I think that's good. We can save, so we're gonna save. And now... We're gonna talk to the elusive man. Can I talk to Miranda first?
The elusive man is
No.
waiting for you in the other room.
So I'm assuming I can't talk to Jacob and stuff like that yet either. I need to go talk to the elusive man first. Okay.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
What do we know?
What exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one woman, one very specific woman, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I'm like... I mean, she knows he runs Cerberus, but I think besides that, I don't think she's necessarily going to be super, super hostile. We don't know him. I'm going to say just skip the pleasantries,
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Okay, investigate. Cerberus.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Okay, abductions.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Could be. Alliance aid.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Why me?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Okay, maybe I do believe you.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
I'm supposed to trust them?
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
What are you expecting?
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
And then he's done. Okay. Now I think I can talk to them before we leave. Let's talk. Oh, customize gear as well. I remember that now. Okay, so Jacob's not here, is he? There are people there. Can't go in there. And I don't think I see Jacob anywhere. Oh, no, he's hiding over there. Let's take a look at this customized armor, because I'm just curious. So, I do definitely like the N7, and like you could not customize armor in ME1, so this is always great. Ooh, I don't like that. The thing is, if I don't have to use a helmet, I like to not use a helmet, but the helmets do technically increase health. The N7's not too bad. I think that's like the typical. We don't have anything else besides that, but eventually we can like buy upgrades and stuff that we can put on. And then casual, so we have a Cerberus outfit, which is always fun. More Cerberus. I've never fully understood this one. To me, I really don't like it. It reminds me of the things that like the engineers down in the bottom of the ship have to wear, but like I've never liked it. This is more of like the medical gear. This N7 hoodie, I think, was from Mass Effect 3, but they decided to include it here in the casual stuff because we did not have that before. And then this is our fancy outfit because there's a couple times we do need to use this. It's actually not as bad as I remember. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they upgraded the look of this too. They probably did. I do think the hoodie is probably more her style anyway. She's not medical. That one just looks too fancy, and that I don't like. I've never liked the look of the casual Cerberus stuff, so we're gonna apply that. But you can change color and stuff as well, I believe, on like all your armors. But for now,
The
we'll
Elusive
stick
Man
with
is
normal.
very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Thanks for resurrecting me.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We don't have to be enemies.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Understandable, I guess. Okay, current mission.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any idea what we'll find?
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Okay. Lazarus Project.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Elusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Yeah, like what?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Elusive Man wouldn't allow it.
Thank you.
He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Yeah.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Elusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
And then you.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Did she just say no?
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Yeah, I wanted more than a resume.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Gotcha.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I mean, I sort of understand that, but at the same time, like, wow.
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Yeah, these colonists need my help.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
I'm not sure yet.
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Current mission.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Him and the Alliance.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
And then joining Cerberus.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I mean, definitely am the one in charge. Oh. I forgot we have this kind of stuff. Okay. So level up, experience gained, 1,000. We did get up to level 5. Squad points 2. Mission summary. Import bonuses. Okay. So started at level 4. Oh, we had more starting credits than they said. That's good. Paragon Renegade. Picked up the grenade launcher and we got credits. Yeah, I think we have this. I don't think we have this in Mass Effect 3. I could be wrong, but I forgot we had this after like all the big missions and stuff. Maybe even the small ones, but like actual missions in Mass Effect 2. I mean, it's good to know like what you got, I guess, but I forgot we had that.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Okay, this is just about the colony stuff. I guess we'll ask some questions first.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
My authority.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
And then odds of success.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Okay. We're here to search.
Just keep your eyes open. We're looking for anything that tells us who did this.
Understood, Commander. With luck, we'll find something that was missed at the other colonies.
Then we can find out who's behind it and get some payback.
So he wants revenge. Okay. Well, guns out right away. Fully equipped new weapons. Cerberus has provided additional weapons. Okay, so we do have the pistol, a shotgun, a machine pistol. So this is like the submachine guns, which again, like I said at the very beginning, I remember really enjoying those previously. But now I also want to take a look at these. Unity, we can move to 3 for now. There we go. I don't usually, like, I feel like as long as you're equipped, and I could be wrong, do we have an inventory? Load, save, maps. I mean, squad. Okay, they probably need to be leveled up as well. Incendiary. So do I have to, like, hit that to put it on? And then everything has incendiary? I don't remember how this works. Okay, let me have them auto level. So she decided overload, warp, and then Cerberus office. She can't do slam quite yet. Jacob. So basically the same thing. Pull, incendiary ammo, and Cerberus operative. Cerberus officer. Okay, so she's higher than him. I think I knew that in general. We'll do 2. A squad. Mastery. So save. Now, if I want... Okay, yes, okay, so it looks like I just have to, like, select that, because now if I look at my gun, it shows, for sure, incendiary ammo. Okay. That's not creepy at all.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
The lights just... The music. Like, I'm not even... It's not even like...
Strange. No bodies,
Yeah.
no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Well, I was gonna say, the music's not even necessarily like battle music, but it's so eerie that I'm like questioning it anyway. What was that? Salvage parts. Actually, that could be good. Okay.
That sounds like Fenris mix.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Here we go. Oh, those are for Fenris next. Fenris for like wolf, dog. Okay.
Have a nice trip. Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed
a
them to
leg.
attack
Oh no,
on
it's a
sight.
body with
We're not alone
missing
here.
a leg. We're not alone here. Okay. Some more ammo stuff. Going this way. Oh, a med kit. I mean, that is good to get. Also, a wall safe. Med kit. Wall safe. Okay. We know how to do this. Done. Does this tell you how much you get in there? Yeah, it did. Okay, 2,000. Awesome. Ooh, okay.
Attention right!
Got it.
Requesting assistance.
Spare parts. Oh, I'm like, I hear my heartbeat. I think it's because I had been hit a little bit. I definitely heard like the heartbeat. Interesting. Oh, Quarians.
Stop right there.
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Sally.
Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Yep.
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I mean, good question.
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
Didn't have a choice.
Really died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent.
Yeah, even Tally's like, yes, they would.
Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Do you see that texture on her thing? Like, oh my gosh, that is great. Okay, well, why did he come here?
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where
look
they
at
go
that
on
texture.
pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Okay, let's team up.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, you're working with me.
No, Praza, you're working for me.
No, I meant Shepard, but yeah, okay.
Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Okay. Okay, so we're going through the center of the colony. Is this the door I can... Oh, it's right here. Ooh, 11 Paragon.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
You mean those?
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
We saw them. Go up and over.
Up front! Come on over!
Well, they knew I was coming for that wall save. Yay! Awesome. Okay. They seriously had to have known that I was coming for that wall save, though, because, like, the mech right in front of it crouched down. Okay.
Use overload on them.
Oh, these? Who has overload? She has overload.
There we go.
Well.
One less.
There we go. Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to
should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Oh, left shift to display current objectives? Is it just... Oh, okay, this thing. So we don't have the little radar all the time, apparently. I liked that little radar, though, in the first game. There we go.
I got him!
Enemy down! My shields are down.
Well.
There we go. Enemy down.
Drop them!
Sorry, Shepard.
Done,
We're
done.
inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
Oh no.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
Ooh. We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Okay, so... Q...
You got it!
B...
Going to ground!
And they're saying...
Take point, Shepard.
Okay, I think we're good. Hopefully we can save some of them. I have no idea how this works. Oh, not her, apparently. Wow, okay. Okay, I think they're all dead, basically, now.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Overload to take out their shield.
Okay, then fine. Do overload. Okay, that can cover two. Yay.
About to get hot.
Good, good, good. Okay. So now we need to find Vitor. I think probably he's in the one that had the green, but I do want to just, you know, check. Okay. Got the save. But yeah, I think he's in that one. Refine? Where did he go? Okay. We came from that way. So.
Monsters coming back.
Yeah.
Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
You're safe now.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs.
So we just did Paragon action, which is like a good action.
Human. Where did you hide?
You can skip those though.
How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We weren't here.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like
got
security
video.
footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
What is a collector?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
How did you get away?
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
That is interesting. Swarms.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
And then collect.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Go on, Peter.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Thank you.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Of course. Yeah, Vitor goes with Tali.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Yeah, having friends pays off.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
You don't seem surprised.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Okay, Omega-4 relay.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Interest in humans.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
I mean, there's obviously a reason, we just don't know it yet. Okay, transactions.
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, And the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Interesting. What aren't you telling me, though?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
Well, I can't do it alone.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I had a good team.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Okay, what about Caden?
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Rex?
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Well, Tali, we just saw her.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I commit to that.
Liara?
Where's Liara Tisani?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
And Garrus.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
What is this? I'm a Spectre. I mean, I was declared dead. Am I even a Spectre anymore? But
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Okay, we'll be ready.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist.
Okay.
Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Okay. Is that in order? Let's just skip it. And the second thing?
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this.
There's only a couple things that he wants in life,
No one
obviously.
told me last night.
So pretty. Brand new Normandy. SR2. And the music just to show her off, like, oh, look at that.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
I mean, come on. What else were you gonna name it? It's basically the same kind of ship. Some improvements. Obviously, it's been 2 years. They probably have new technology and all that kind of stuff. This is so gorgeous. Just look at this. I have to say, some of these cutscene things in between stuff already look better to me in Mass Effect 2 than Mass Effect 1, and I think it's just because they had more of that kind of stuff. We leveled up again, we did our mission, credits, and we found iridium. I'll admit, I usually don't read too much into that kind of stuff either. Just like codexes, I sort of skip it usually. Ooh, I definitely think that looks bigger this time. So they made some improvements to some stuff.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
That's a good point.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
Yeah.
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Joker won't like this.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Anyone else I should meet?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
I don't think anybody's like ever saluted me before. Okay, galaxy map. Use the galaxy map to pick new destinations for the Normandy. Private terminal. Use your private terminal to get status updates on your squad. That's also by the galaxy map. Armory. Select weapons for your squad from the armories. Okay, so that should be easier than just like the lockers we had last time. Elevator. Use the elevator to access the Normandy's other decks. Okay, so no more stairs. I think. Just the elevator. Captain's quarters. Go to your personal cabin to customize your appearance. Tech lab. Acquire the professor to research upgrades for your squad's equipment. I think that's more. Awesome. Oh, and now we're gonna have all of our little things pop up. Okay. Okay, so armory is over there. I'm pretty sure Jacob lives in the armory. Ooh, wow. The map. Zoom in? I guess not. I'm trying on the mouse and stuff. It doesn't look like it. So it does tell you where people are, though. The Joker and Edie are at the front. Normandy hologram currently, for whatever reason. Galaxy map, personal terminal, research, weapons. There's the elevator. You can go in the back. Okay, the armory's in the back with a brief... armory's here. Briefing and comm room, lab. Wow. Okay. I do think I want to talk to Joker about stuff before we go. We can also talk to Yeoman Chambers, who I think is one of our, like, people we can talk to sometimes. There's a private terminal, galaxy map. We'll do that last. Ooh, let's take a look at journal. Okay, so these are our main missions, and then assignments are side missions. So Project Firewalker. So these, I believe, are both from DLC stuff, which is why they're here already. We probably won't do them right away, but we do have Project Firewalker, which was about researchers and stuff, and I think we have to go on to a planet and use the new ship. It's not the Mako anymore. And then we do have the Normandy crash site as well. We'll do that later. So main stuff, stop the collectors. Dossier for the Master Thief for Kasumi. She was a DLC, but all that stuff comes with this game. And I made sure I got them for sure. Zaid as well. Kasumi and Zaid are DLC. Like, they're great. And then we can go to the Citadel, talk to the Council, Morden, Dr. O'Keefe, Archangel, and Jack. No last name known. I love it. Okay. We definitely want to get Morden first, for sure. That's definitely one of the ones that I want to do. As for squad, it's just me. Shockwave for now. Okay, let's save. Oh, crap. I hate when I do that, where I'm like, oh yeah, save, and it's accidentally create a new save, even though I really didn't want to do that right now. Let's go up to the front of the ship and talk to Joker first, because I mean, hey, it's been like 2 years. I remember him having more dialogue in this game. I could be completely wrong. But I remember him having more dialogue in this game, whereas like the last time you could sort of talk to him in between little things, and he would give you a little bit of dialogue. Oh, shutter. Oh.
Retrofits are always a pain in the ass.
Open again. Interesting. Okay. But yeah.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I love Joker so much. The ship is just a cop.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take
That's
what
true.
I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you are such a downer.
Sorry, that was great. It's been years since I've played this. I remember certain things, but that I'm pretty sure there's a lot of like funny dialogue in here. Okay, let's talk to Edie.
Yes, Shepard.
Let's talk about you.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Your job.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man.
Okay.
I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
And it turned red, too. Additional functions?
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know.
Oh.
Some of my databases are sealed. Some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
So it's not even just like, I'm not allowed to know. Edie doesn't know. Great. Okay, cyber warfare.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Yeah, and what monitoring devices?
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Another topic.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
About you again.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Your name?
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Okay, your location?
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
And then you and Joker.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Okay, another topic.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
Cerberus.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
Resources?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
Okay, structure.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain
Is
of
it gonna turn red
command.
again?
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
Okay. How many cells?
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Understandable. I'm sure we're not going to learn a lot. Building
How did
Normandy?
Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Okay, was there another
Let's
topic?
discuss something else.
I think it was just,
Ready.
what is this room? Which is like
What's
the front
this area
of
of
the
the
ship, right?
ship?
This is the bridge, where
Yeah.
the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
Okay, bye.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Commander,
How are things?
I assume everything's going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
It's got on mute.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, that doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks. I'll remember this.
The missions.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
Not a people person, I guess. The squad.
What do you think about the people we're picking
We haven't
up?
picked up anybody
Well,
yet.
about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda.
Okay.
And expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
And then the good old.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What about the old crew?
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
Goodbye for
That's
now.
it for now.
See ya, Commander.
Okay. I'm probably not going to go on a big mission or any other mission later on today. I do want to see about potentially talking to a couple more people that we have here, obviously. Can't go in the tech labs at all yet. Let's talk to Kelly.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
I mean, sure, I think Shepard is pretty much like a people person, wants to be friendly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
How's the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
No, I don't really want to chat.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What do you do?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Well?
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Good that you're
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
What do you think of Cerberus?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Does Cerberus hate aliens?
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
Yeah, I think it's very telling with some of this stuff that, like, some people join Cerberus because they're like her. They want to help humans, but they don't necessarily think it's in conflict with other stuff. But I definitely do feel like, especially with some of the stuff that we saw about Cerberus in the first game, not like there wasn't a ton of it, but there are people who think humans are better than others, and Cerberus is one way to do that. Okay, are you happy?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
We will.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Yeah, I do think she's somebody that you can technically flirt with. We're not gonna do that.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be.
But that was a weird way for her to say that she
Anything else
trusts
you'd like to
me.
talk about?
No, we're done.
You better go.
Okay.
I better go.
Maybe we'll talk later.
Okay.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Thank you. We just talked to you. Okay. Normally, Jacob is back. Oh, there he is. Hi, Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
It's a risky assignment.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Elusive Man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Glad to have you.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
The salutes, though. Like, really? Okay. I don't think I need to talk to him about anything else currently. That's the tech labs. Okay, this is the briefing and comm room. I don't think I can do anything there yet, but I can talk to Evie there. Okay, let's go take the elevator. I think there's probably an up and a down, just based on the last...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, right. Team status. Upgrades. Unread message. Unread message. Oh, message from Anderson. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me at the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put us on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Well, we do like Anderson. We probably do need to do that. Okay, so this is probably letting us know that we could now get Zaid, like if we had got the DLC, but it's already part of the game here. We've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Sani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of that personally. Okay, and this is Project Firewalker. Commander, the MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead Planet-Side Exploration Rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert Oloy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship or survey team in the docks. It was last seen near planet Zayona. Callista is Mar Frontier. Normandy crash site. So again, we'll do this later, but Commander, it's from Admiral Hackett, who gave us like all of our missions in the first game. Our scans in the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see, the final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. So this is also a DLC. And I know some of the DLC, like armor and weapons and stuff, they put in this Legendary Edition in different places. Like different times during the game, it'll pop up at like vendors or whatever, so that it's not, here's really, really good weapons and armor and you just automatically have it. The thing is here, I mean, I know we're back, but I haven't even technically done anything yet, and this feels like I needed to go talk to at least like Anderson or Udina or something before they're like, hey, we found the crash site, go do this. Like, nobody's wary of you, nobody is like, why are you working for Cerberus? Like, it just feels like this should have been something not available yet. Recon Hood from the Elusive Man. It occurred to our armor technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood is in your quarters. Okay, Overlord is another DLC that we don't want to do right away because it's a big one. One of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Aita Typhon system in the Phoenix massing cluster. Please use care. Arc projector. We recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against the Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since their unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an arc projector. I sent it to the Normandy's armory so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicate it overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well, but laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works, now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives, okay? And then rendezvous with Kasumi. So this is another person we are definitely going to go pick up. At great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequaled at stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable to your mission. Travel to the Zakera ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual. Input the password Silence is Golden to begin the rendezvous. And then finally, Ascension Financial Services. Banking. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, the subsequent change in status and the reactivation of your account have you a remaining balance of 100,000 credits. Thank you for banking with Ascension. Awesome. Okay. So that was more unread messages than I was wanting right away, so I think we're gonna wait to talk to the rest of the people here, which I think is basically just Miranda looking at the other parts of the ship until tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., we will be back. We will talk to Miranda, look around the rest of the ship, because I think there's an up and a down that we haven't been to. I could be wrong about that with the elevator, but I think so. And then we will probably go straight to, I believe it's Omega, to pick up Morden Solus. And I think Zaid's there as well. So we will definitely do that tomorrow. Get some companions going on so that we can start doing quests and stuff, because I really, really love this game. But yeah, let me escape and save. Freedom's Progress. I can delete a save. Can I delete? Yes. So I like to basically rely on one save. So like when we go in here, it'll say save 3. It's the third time we've saved, but I really do like to rely on one save, not go back and do other stuff if I can avoid it, because I want this to be like, these decisions mean something. I have played this game before. I do know most of the big decisions. I don't remember everything, so it will be very interesting, but I don't want to like look stuff up and cheat as much as possible. Okay, so yeah, like I said, tomorrow we will be back. We will do companion quests and all that kind of stuff. I am very, very excited because I absolutely love this game. But yeah, tomorrow, 9 a.m.